Thanks for watching round 2 action here at the Quiksilver Pro, the opening event of the World Surf League Championship Tour. Caio Ibelli, representing Sao Paulo, Brazil, accomplished a huge feat last year, being Rookie of the Year over a heavy rookie class. Now he comes in to battle with more experience and ready to put up a solid fight here at Snapper Rocks as he takes on Joan Duru. Joan looking for his Rookie of the Year role this year with another big class of rookies. Richie Porta, you've been around surfing for a long time. Is that reaction, that number, due to what we're seeing in 2017, or is that something we would have seen rewarded even 5-6 years ago?
That maneuver right now, 5-10 years ago, would have been a 10 anyway, because he's so high. 5-10 years ago, they weren't doing them, right? So, and it's a scale, so if they all start doing them, then the scale drops slowly. But for now, with that maneuver that high in that part of the wave and done so perfectly, just a little slip off the end, which is a slight error, but such a massive error that we have to go there.
It's a maneuver that you just don't see every day. Massive, lot of commitment, hitting all areas of the criteria. During that catch-up with Richie, Caio Ibelli got a start here.
Yeah, he did. You know, Caio's kind of taking a sort of a page out of Italo's book by catching a lot of waves, trying to build that momentum, find that groove, and a nice little wave here. You can see how that wind is sort of coming a little bit onshore, so it's given the waves a little bit of bump on it. Find those little inside sections, the wave sort of cleans itself up. So a 3-point ride to kick things off. He's going to drop another mid-range score, but building that momentum, which is oh so important.
Caio Ibelli, also a surfer that can get one big section and capitalize, as we see a huge backhand float from Joan Duru. He'll use that float wisely to get out to this little corner. He's filling in the downtime with a couple of carves. And he's hoping this commitment will give him a little bonus track on the inside. Nothing yet for Joan. It's a little more vertical down the line. Down carve again, just trying to make the most of it. And he'll just finish off on the inside corner and look for a better walled up wave to come through that inside bank. Little wave out the back. Caio with priority to think about this one. And it looks like it'll be Joan Duru fresh off the ski. Drifts one off the lip. Onto the lip hook. He ends up going down.
And then I just try to do my best and wave by wave, you know. And then, yeah, I'm so happy to make that hit. And my board working so good. And, yeah, the game is on. And I'm just enjoy myself and get the best waves.
You know, I want to talk about your board because not a lot of people have acknowledged the boards that you ride. Timmy Patterson, longtime shaper, great guy. Talk a little bit about your equipment.
Yeah, Timmy, it's a good guy, you know, and
oftentimes pretty small, but he learned a really good act above the lip backhand. And we got to see it showcase in the last tee, getting caught up with that beautiful carve from Caio in this one.
Yeah, Caio Ibelli. You know what, that wind is starting to affect the face of the wave just a little bit, but you know, once it comes down through the inside section here, you watch this wave clean up on the face. It's still nice and smooth, and Caio starting to react. Nice little cover up right there, and then this wave just starts to rattle off through that inside section. Beautiful wave selection from Caio, and a mistake right there, just a little bit too casual.
From all the way up to Santa Barbara, where guys like Connor Coffin are from, all the way across the border the next morning, and then back up towards that San Clemente and Dana Point area to surf back at Creek again. Guy loves to stay in the water, so he's well warmed up for the start of the season. Watching Joan Duru now. Solid at that backhand float off the coping. Similar approach to get out in front. Has his 5.0. Being extra patient, he's going to give up on the inside corner. Now Caio into a similar looking section. Driving a little bit harder with his top turn. Big push, a spray out the back on that forehand carve. Weightless float, lands on his feet. Felt good about that one, Potts.
Yeah, completed each turn, not get too carried away. And it's going to be a great score. It's going to go into his top 2. Beautiful opening maneuver right there from Caio, using that rail, you know, for such a young, sort of a shorter guy, really powerful as well. Nice low center of gravity, real stocky. And look at that, just displacing a lot of water. So Caio Ibelli starting to find his feet, and again, just a beautiful snap. Up and over the top, a little bit more attention, as I said, to detail, and finishes off nicely. So a good score right there just about to lock in for Caio Ibelli. Exactly.
And it's a different world today, and consequently we're seeing performance levels of these young surfers go through the roof. And I suppose, as Otello Ferreira showed in that last heat with that big move, that's the future of surfing, and it's great to see it being rewarded, and it's great to see these young guys challenging the old guys, and it keeps people like Mick and Joel and Kelly on their toes.
And then went on a few years to coming close, coming to Hawaii, and maybe one spot or two out. Even a count-back decision at Sunset Beach held him off from a rookie debut. Meanwhile, a huge punt from Caio Ibelli. Caio Ibelli and Joan Duru have the whole lineup of Snapper Rocks to themselves. The only way you can ever achieve that is qualifying for the Dream Tour. And now when you're a rookie like Joan, you get to experience for the first time for Caio in his second season. He's learned a lot from last year's race, and now he's up and riding once again. Caio blitzing that top turn, coming around the corner. Nice easy fade. He wants his wall to run for him. Layback, hack off the roof. Right in transition, drills it again, and then carves his way through his finish. Picking different maneuvers throughout every strike, and he's putting up another big number on the board. We have that old format with the ASP, and Caio was out in China surfing Ryu Bay. It was about 1 foot, and he was going 100 miles an hour, showcasing had an extra gear in all conditions. Let's have a look here.
Yeah, well, talk about an extra gear. This is definitely that gear you've been talking about, through the lip again. So that's 3 solid turns, transition move, just waiting for it. I like the way he steps on the tail there, puts him in that perfect spot just to unleash a couple of beautiful turns through the inside. So, you know, even though the conditions are getting tricky to really surf, Caio Ibelli just capitalizing, extending his lead, and Joan Duru is going to have a lot of work to do.
But he finished in third under Leo Fioravanti, so came in with something to prove here on Friday morning. Now Duru on an important wave. He's really hoping to break the combination here so he can turn it with one wave with 3 minutes to go. Couple of big backside blows. Still spinning, extend to slide, but he can't hang on to the tail drift. Now Caio's going to try to make him pay for that fall. There's the carve, another nice slice from last year's Rookie of the Year. And he'll try to control the lineup with 2:45 remaining.
One guy would get the rhythm and get all the waves. With 3 guys in the water, hard for 2 or 3 guys to get good ones. Today with 2 surfers out in the lineup, it's kind of even Steven, but Caio's just found the gems. Joan Duru just sort of struggling to find a little bit of form. Still surfing incredibly well. I mean, I'm looking forward to big things from this kid through this year. It's the first event.
Get the right mindset again, and can't wait to go back to Margaret River. I love that place.
Well, we know the talent in Leo Fioravanti, and we're going to see him on the comeback over there in Western Australia. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Leo and Kaipo, for that catch-up with Leo Fioravanti as Italo Ferreira came into the locker room. Quick high five to
Pressure, you know, now it's all about, you know, getting yourself in that requalification position. So I'm sure Leo, I mean, he's a smart competitor. He's got a high wave IQ as far as, you know, doing the right thing at the right time. So I'm sure he'll come good.
Well, we've just run out of time in the heat in the lineup. Caio Ibelli taking a big win over rookie Joan Duru.